Okay, so I'm kind of switching gears here, and I want to talk about events with Beachbody. So, right, we do a lot of Zooms, we do a lot of messages, we do a lot of phone calls, voice messages, all of that stuff. And a lot of us don't live by each other, right? So some of us do. Some of us like live 45 minutes from me, and some of you guys live like 10 hours from me or greater, right? And so events are super important to get to connect in person with coaches, right? So as a team, I'm going to try to host a team retreat in the fall, in the springs, hopefully. I'll try to do some leadership retreats that you earn by your ranks, some diamond retreats and stuff like that. But Beachbody, like nationally, there's a couple events I want to talk about. So first are super weekends, and super weekends happen all over the country. So this is not specific to one spot. They happen all over the country quarterly. So every like 4 months, 3 months, every 3 months. Right? Yeah, I think so. And so super weekend is you get together on it's either a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday, and you get together. It's typically, anyone can put them together, but they're typically kind of in bigger areas. And then you have a super trainer there that you work out with. You do trainings. There's some fun stuff, and it's like a weekend or typically one day big training event with a bunch of coaches from the area. These are amazing. I've actually never been to a super weekend, but I think I am going to start making sure I take the time to drive to the cities and go to them. The cities is kind of the closest one to me, I think, and that's 5 hours. So it's kind of big, but maybe we could get a group together and host them in Sioux Falls. That would be awesome. But super weekend, if you ever have the chance, make sure you go to one. If you want to ask about one, I know Rachel and Whitney have gone to them before. Summit. So Summit is our big 1-year event, like our national conference for Beachbody. And Summit is amazing. I went to Summit last year. Unfortunately, this year, in 2020, Summit was canceled because of coronavirus. Next year, Summit will be July 15th through the 18th in St. Louis, Missouri. I know there's probably already a group of 6 or 7 of us that have already bought our tickets and are already going to go, God willing. And you should really consider going. And the reason I say that is even if you are like not super far into your business or you don't feel like you've earned it yet, it's so good to go because you get so much information, so much passion, so much fire. You get to see all the recognition. Like nothing pumps me up more than Summit. Summit is the best experience I've ever been on. It's so fun to spend the week in a house with your girls. What we did is we rented an Airbnb, we shared groceries, we shared Lyft, and it was actually pretty inexpensive because we didn't have to fly anywhere when we went to Indy. This year it was supposed to be in New Orleans, and I'm really, really bummed we didn't get to go. But there's always the future years. So Summit is just a game changer. There's super workouts. You get to work out live with a trainer. You get to go to the core, which is like the Beachbody store, but it's all set up like each program has a different area. It is amazing. Okay. Then third, there's the Success Club trip. So you'll get an email at some point about opting into the Success Club trip. And this is typically a cruise or Disney or some sort of destination, but you are rewarded for getting Success Club points. And there's kind of 2 boards. There's a new coach board. So the top coaches that are new, they're on one list. And then there's all the other coaches. And then you get invited to go to the Success Club trip if you make the list. So opt in on that because you never know, you might get in. I got invited last year when I was like a new coach. So I got invited. I started coaching in March and I got an invite in April. No, I don't know when. But I was coaching not very long and I got an invite based on my new leader success points, or new coach success club points. And so I know like my goal is to get that success club trip because I've always wanted to go on a tropical vacation. And the only way to do it is to earn a trip. Like for me, Shane's never going to pay, at least right now, Shane's not going to pay to go on a trip to the Bahamas or whatever. And so I'm looking forward to that. I hope maybe they do Disney again at some point. I'd love to go to Disney. Okay. So strive for that. Then there's the New Leaders Conference. So the New Leaders Conference, I have not been to because you have to be 1-star diamond. Once you hit 1-star diamond, you get invited to the New Leaders Conference, and they kind of do it in big cities. So like this October, it's in Orlando. They've done it, or sorry, it's in Arizona. They've done it in Orlando. They've done it in Los Angeles. They've done it kind of all over the country, but it's all, new leaders in Beachbody that are really building their business come together for, a short, intense training on how to be the best coaches and how to really like up level their business. So there's that trip. And then the other one is the elite trip. So if you were in the top 10, or it trickles down, because if some of them can't go, they go on like in abroad, like this year it's Spain. They go on an all paid trip with their spouse or whoever they want to bring and go on a trip together. And so there's a lot of travel opportunities with Beachbody. And that's what I am aiming for, because I love to travel. I want to travel. So I'm aiming for those events. So again, make sure you try to attend super weekends, and make sure you even consider going to Summit, because it will change everything. It will help you push and change and motivate you to just completely rock this business. So those are the events. If you have questions about them, reach out, and I hope to see you at Summit this year. We rent a house together, so make sure you let me know if you're thinking about going, and I can add you to our thread.